Previously on the thing. Yo, what's up? Welcome back. My name is Andy, aka Aptitude, and today we're continuing where we left off yesterday, or previous episode. We are in the depths of the tracker node. So let's fire up Davinci Resolve, get into our Fusion page. I think it's best we start a new project from where we left off last time. Cat, you have done your duty. All right, so new project, day 20, tracker node part 2. Inside here, we can create a fusion clip. And fire it up. Hop right in. And what do we need? We need some footage. And we need our manual. We need the reference manual. So let's start there. It's a very good place to begin. Reviewing some things where we left off. Connecting to trackers is operations. That's right. So here we were figuring out how to connect something to a track after it's been executed. We can connect the tracker's operations. I think we're going to need some footage. Let's find some footage. Import media. Let's get I think we need real footage. Let's hit the Envato stock footage marketplace, see if we can find something. Hope you're doing well. Let's get a sports footage. Sports footage. That's not very specific. Which sport? We got a runner here that I'm looking at. We got track and field. Okay, I see it. I see aerial footage of a mini football match. Yeah. Perfect. So that is downloading, and here it is. Bloop. Huh? Oh, there we go. So here is our footage. How big is it? That's 4K. So we got to resize it. Resize it for the stream. Yeah, this is good. This is going to be good footage to play around with. So we remember from last time, don't we, how to do this? We load up a tracker. Add a tracker to the scene. Set the tracker on, I feel like this dude. Wait, this guy right here. Here we go. High contrast spot. Here, let's get it here. Go to the first frame. Track, put it on his head. We got to see the inspector. Make sure it's right over it. And then we're going to do adaptive mode. We're going to do best match. And all we got to do at this point, we track forward. There we go. Easy peasy. And then we need to bring in more footage here. So let's get our honk cat. Here, I got another angle of honk cat. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. And we attach it just like that. Does that do the trick? No, there's another step we have to do here. The other step is that we gotta set the operation to match move. We're also going to need to transform this dude. And also, what was it? There was a trick here, right, with the tracker, where the tracker can be offset, tracked center offset. As a way, that's how we place it. I guess there's two ways. We could have used the transform, but we can also use the tracker. And then the transform can be used to make this smaller. Can we move this as well? Yeah, so, all right. So you can do, you can either use the offset button here, or you can transform, adjust the location from there. And then there you have it. Perfect. Hi Amici. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. We got Huh Cat on our soccer player here. So that was one way to connect. There's steady position. Inside of options, we've got, yeah, just to take note that like currently this is working how we expected. We've got our Hunt Cat coming in to the foreground of the tracker, and the background is our footage with the tracking being done on this guy's face. We track it on his head here. And then we've got our footage that is foreground item is tracked onto the background. So we got our Hunt Cat properly placed in our scene, all tracked. It's good stuff. So there's steady position. Steady position can be used to stabilize footage in both X and Y, and or Y. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything on Twitch. Oh, I got some viewers here. Oh, I did miss that. Hey, what's up? Swizzo! Love to see the progress you've made over time. Why do you have a blue border around you? It's special effects. I got Special effects. Wait, let me show you the phase in. When I phase in, it looks sweet. Watch this. You ready? Where'd he go? Special effects. This is VFX, so I had to have a... Gotta make an entrance. I think so. It's kind of cool. It's a practical effect, actually. Hey, what's up? BD Streams, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome. Today we're going over the tracker node. Sweet, thanks for the follow, BD. Appreciate it. We got our Hunk Cat on top of our soccer player here. So we're making leaps and strides. Tons of progress happening over here. But Swizzo, we're still the format is still getting through this the manual here. I'll show you where I'm at. Take a quick zoom out and show you where things are. We got the Fusion fundamentals here. So right now we are here in the fundamentals. So we've got like 1/4 more to go in the fundamentals, and then we're gonna be elemental. After the fundamentals come the elementals. It's actually, yeah, where we go through the different node bases, different nodes inside of Fusion. But this is the fundamentals. After this, we're gonna be pretty set, and then it's gonna be all this cool stuff in like each individual node, where we go into 3D nodes and like individual things. And it's only gonna be a slim 900 pages to get through. Oh my god. Yeah. All right. So far I've 900. Oh man. So far it's been I'm through like 500 pages here. Cuz you came by like day 1. I think it was like I turned on the stream and you were like, "Whoa." Good luck. Oh, cool, BD. Yeah, so I'm reading through the manual on stream every day from 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, except for Mondays. And so I'm just going through this. I'm gonna be demonstrating like how to set this stuff up. I'm also figuring it out live, so I can't guarantee that it's gonna be like exactly what's going on, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, just chilling, you're gonna get more comfortable with Fusion, and it's gonna help in that way, regardless. Oh, that's a good idea. Taking a break from the internet. I'm going harder and harder into the internet right now. I'm basically like I'm entering the matrix. I'm in the matrix. We get some templates here. We're gonna put the matrix on this guy. So I'm this guy. I got the matrix. That's the area of the matrix around my head. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what I just did, but that's kind of cool. Hmm. Okay, I don't know what the hell. I use Resolve almost. I can tell with the hunt cat. Yeah, that's it's become a recurrent thing. I use Resolve almost every single day for color grading, but haven't touched the other panels. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of overlap. Color panels. Do you use it with Do you use it with Premiere, or do you use it for like your editing, basically your effects as well inside of the color panel? So the steady angle, there's steady angle mode can be used. Lots and lots of nodes, lol. Yeah, there's so many. In fact, there's 900 pages of nodes to read about, which I'm gonna do. So steady angle. The steady angle mode can be used to stabilize footage in both X and Y to remove camera shake and other unwanted movement. When you connect a control, for example, the angle of a stream transform to the steady angle of the tracker, it will be placed at 0 degrees by default at frame 1. This can be changed by means of the reference mode in the tracker's operation tab. From there on, the resulting motion of the steady angle mode will rotate into the opposite direction of the original motion. Dolby Vision oh, cool. Wait, Dolby Vision mastering. I don't actually know what that is. I thought Dolby was for audio. Dolby Vision, I guess. Vision. Yeah, and there's like, man, Davinci Resolve has so much. It's got also an entire like DAW here. I I need to get familiar with this space as well, because I actually have a lot of experience with Ableton Live, but I never could figure out how to like get video into Ableton Live without it kind of being choppy and buggy, and then being able to like do sound effects over the video. So I think this space is going to be what I develop on, what I develop in. And then this, movie editors need to get off Avid and switch to Premiere or Resolve. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Premiere, how you're gonna edit a movie in Premiere. That just sounds horrifyingly. That sounds so scary to do. I don't have trust in Premiere anymore. But that's me. To each their own. So Dolby Vision mastering. So is that like a color correction standards? Like you do color correction to like ACEs, but specifically you do it more for Dolby Vision? Is mastering. Actually, the thing that's throwing me off is the word mastering, I think. Because mastering, usually I'm familiar with like audio mastering. I'm curious if that's like for if it's But so is that the term though for like color correction mastering? I didn't know that. Makes sense. So there's offset position, there's unsteady position, which we can use. I don't know what this is. After using the steady position, the unsteady position is used to reintroduce the original movement on an image after an effect or new layer has been added. The resulting motion from unsteady position is basically an offset in the same direction as the original motion. Then there's steady size. The steady size connection outputs the inverse of the tracked pattern scale. When you connect a parameter, for example, the size of a transform, to the steady size of the tracker, it will be placed with a size of 1, i.e. the original size, by default at frame 1. So this can be changed by means of the reference mode in the tracker's operation tab. The resulting size of the steady size mode will then counteract the size changes of the original motion. So if the actual size of the frame 10 is 1.15, the result of the steady size will be 1 minus 1.15 minus 1, which is 0.85. Oh, okay, so it's like a ratio thing. If you're familiar with HDR, vision is essentially a form of it. Oh, okay. So you're working with the far out spectrum colors. But it sounds like you really yeah, know what to do with them. I literally just discovered how to turn them on. So yeah. Wait, this is not it. So here, fusion settings. I just found this out like the other stream. And I forget already. But that's sweet, man. That is cool. Where was it? I set it up like the other day. I figured out that like the section you can turn on to get like the colors looking all cool inside of Instagram. I found the button, I swear, but I can't find it now. It's okay. That shows how much I know about this stuff. Fusion, where was it? Fusion settings. Okay, anyways. My recentering mechanism is going back to the manual, by the way. So I'm resetting here. To use steady size, you need at least 2 tracked patterns in your tracker. With just 1 point, you can only apply unsteady position. So a lot of consumer TVs nowadays are able to play vision content, and it looks absolutely stellar with the right content and environment. Yeah, oh, okay. I think I'm understanding. Oh, okay. Is that like in the pipeline of ACEs, or like it's you get to ACEs and then from there you convert to vision, which is meant for certain devices? Because I looked into, I mean, this is, you know, just skimming the surface, I know, but I looked into the color correction pipelines or whatever, or node trees, and it's, man, it seems so technical. where it's like, you gotta remember the formula. There's so many, like, you gotta convert this to that, and then this to there, and then convert this to that, and then you're able to convert these to this. And then all of this like extends, right? You get more depth. So using the outputs of a tracker, the tracker outputs described above are published by each tracker. So after we have gotten the data, this is discoverable from, we could do this, put this on this one. So we can still connect this with our tracker. We could use tracker position, and it's still gonna move around. Modify with connect to tracker 1. Here we go. Tracker 1. There's steady position. I just read about these, but I still am not 100% sure which one. Let's see. Position, steady position. There. Okay. So, although it's not connected, after we do the tracker, we have the data that's accessible through to anything in this fusion composition. And that's me running down the field, trying to wrap my head around Dolby Vision. What was it? Around HDR and Vision. ACES is used to match the images from cameras of different manufacturers or different sensors in the same project. I'm gonna yoink that. I'll give you credit. Because if you're doing vision mastering, I'll take your word for that. It's a working color space rather than a delivery color space. So you gotta like get the cameras all into ACES, and then from ACES, it sounds like you convert it to Vision, where you do mastering. So the outputs of a tracker. The tracker outputs described above are published by each tracker pattern created in the tracker node. Yeah, just as I was saying, and then each tracker node itself also publishes a steady position, angle, size, and an unsteady position. The values of these tracker node outputs are calculated using all the patterns in that tracker as configured by the match move settings controls in the tracker's operation tab. Rather than using the tracker node to perform the merge operation, an alternative and common way to use these published outputs is to create a match move by connecting the outputs of multiple nodes. A tracker is used to track a pattern, and then that data can be connected to multiple other nodes using the Connect to submenu. Yeah. just as demonstrated with this getting connected, even though it's over here. It's just a format that the Academy decided upon for ease of use. Oh, okay. And camera matching. Cool. All right. So so when I'm saying aces, it's kind of, that's actually seems like the technical, like connect this to this and like convert this camera to this. But it sounds like you're talking more about the, I don't know. I don't know. I know mastering and I know mastering in the audio side of things. I was gonna say the art of the color space, but mastering is usually like engineering and art. So, but that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, that's something I never even thought about. Visual mastering. It makes sense, of course. Obviously, right? But never thought about it. But technically an SDR Rec 709 grade is done first. Then comes HDR or Vision. Is Vision a type of HDR? Or is that I guess yeah. Then comes technically, okay. It's just like the broader spectrum of colors that people can see, or not people can see, but like devices can get to nowadays that people can see also. Is there like a super spectrum? What am I talking about? Like a, I don't know. I'm going way out there, but is there like a way to do color correction for like UV light? Can you do like UV wave color correcting? Like ultraviolet color grading? Wow, that's a wild idea. I don't even really know what I'm saying, but that's not probably could, right? I'll, a UV color correcting. Maybe not. Maybe there's like a conversion thing that you could do to like project UV. So the standard SDR grade is basically converted into a deeper color space. So the colorist could really utilize the deeper colors that the space provides. Way deeper black and midpoints. Cool. But so you work in like a, what is the term? Like a pipeline of, in a pipeline where the footage is handed to you to then take care of and work on inside of the color page here. And that's kind of primarily where you hang out, is the tab, this tab. That's your zone. Because I'm primarily in the Fusion tab here, but when I'm not streaming and I work on a video, I'm trying to figure out like what my pipeline, what my workflow is going to be. And I'm like, so far I'm like barely here. I feel like this Fusion really is kind of like this. A lot of the time, the sprinkle, the magic stuff at the end, but primarily I think I'm going to be here, here, here. I don't know. Still figuring out Fusion in general altogether. Work in progress. So as an example, yeah, so this is the example that I just pretty much demonstrated, where it's like you can have the media split like this and branch off your tracker and then have your main node tree here, and you can still reference the tracking data downstream. Just as shown here. Yeah, so you can go center, connect to steady position. Okay. Using the tracker as a modifier. Right, so that was also just demonstrated. You can go here, click on our footage, right click, modify with, or let's do it again. Remove. Oh, did we crash it? Oh. Technical management for cinematic capture projects. Oh. Whoa. Camera builds, lensing, camera positions, wireless return. I don't even know what that is. Wireless return. Camera backhaul. Jeez. Camera builds, lensing. Oh, so you're really deep in the science of it. Whoa. Technical manager. For cinematic capture projects. I mostly work on concert films, music and comedy specials, award shows, corporate keynotes. Oh, sweet. I'm into Unreal Engine. So part of where I'm trying to go with this is get good with the node-based workflow and really wrap my head around how this stuff works, and then bring it together with Unreal Engine. And they have that new thing coming out, the Project Avalanche. I'm hoping that I wrap things up here in time to jump into Project Avalanche. That's kind of where I'm trying to go with what I'm learning and working on. But yeah, like virtual production, that's where I want to get this. I want to get there. Oh man, that is awesome, dude. Dude, that is so cool. Music videos and commercials. Music videos, they're so interesting. Like I kind of want to work on a music video, but I know that it's, I don't know. I heard it's like economically doesn't, on paper it usually doesn't make sense to be the thing that you work on. Like for me, I was mentioning I do Ableton Live, so I was thinking of someday like doing a music video of some music that I make. That's what it's crossed my mind, but like coming to terms with the fact that I need to put in some work before I can put it together. Awesome. That's sick. That's so cool. I'm trying to get there. So far I've got this cat on this soccer player. So we're getting there. It's almost TV ready. It's almost feature ready. Slowly but steadily. Any big names that you want to do any name dropping? Um, any big artists that you've worked with, or on the films or specials or uh, music videos on? That's all I work with. That's it. You're not saying there's more? No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. No, that's like what's a good word? Illustrious. Let's do a glow effect on this dude's head. We're gonna need another tracker. You're with Usher? That's sweet. I heard of that. I heard of the Super Bowl halftime show. I've heard of that one. It's a pretty big project to be part of. That's cool, man. I don't know what to say, but two theatrical release concert films last year for Beyonce and Taylor Swift. I've heard of them. I've heard of them. Yeah, they're pretty big, right? Pretty big names. Pretty large. That's sweet. That's so cool. But our track, what happened with this? Switched heads. So we can go back to the point where it was working. It kind of bugged right there, but that's okay, whatever. We just want to fix it from here. What? Oh, you know why? I know why. Because we forgot to put the path center, the adaptive mode as best match. That seems to be the thing. So we'll put it on this dude's head again. And try that again. You tell your grandparents and they're like, Taylor, who? Beyond what? Usher? How did this thing, wait, what? Try that one more time. Beyond who? Taylor Swiffer? Okay, and then let's make this guy's head glow. So yeah, the approach was kind of not standard. I got more familiar with Unreal Engine, and then I was like, oh, I don't know how to composite the stuff and bring it together. I don't know how to like put it on a timeline. Hence why I'm back here. Back here with the manual. Back to the books. So far it's going pretty well. Trying to do this like every day, pretty much, except for Mondays. 3 hours a day. Coming along quickly. I'm also learning how to stream in the process. That's an additional pro. Getting good with streaming, building up my YouTube, figuring out how to do node-based workflows, Davinci Resolve, all that good stuff, all at the same time. That's like 3 birds with 1 stone. Meeting cool people, cool industry people. Yeah, the audio stuff, that's been the program that I definitely spent the most time working in. But it's been like growing up, that was one of those things where I was like, I just spent time in Ableton Live, you know? But that's another thing that's like, I know Ableton Live in like such a unique way. Because like it was literally, I just like went into the program and hung out and played around for so much time. But I didn't like read the manual. That's cool. That's kind of what I'm more or less I'd like to kind of build out towards being able to put these elements together. Because I do have this music part. I have a background. I mean, I've some experience with Unreal Engine. Now there's this film, video editing. Ideally, I start to figure out how to put these elements all together. I'll be like Thanos, you know? Like I got the ring of Ableton Live, Unreal Engine ring, Davinci Resolve. I wasn't doing much recording. I was mostly just playing with like synths, making arrangements. Uh Making arrangements and making music all electronically, just all on the computer. I'm one of those producers. But like my brother, he's a musician, so he's into recording. I was looking into mixing and mastering, that was like the last thing I did recently, was I learned a bunch about mastering, and then after that I was like, whoa, I gotta take a break and work on some other stuff, because it was like, I don't know, I just gotta like level up in these other areas first. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. The only thing for me is like I come from a musical background, like a musical family, but that part, like the Ableton Live, like music making, I basically put on pause for now, just because it's like, in order for me to get better at this, it just takes so much. It just takes so much right now for me to focus on. And I know if I was trying to like develop Ableton Live, Davinci Resolve, Fusion, and like my day work, which is like building a business, that's just too far for me, too spread out. Well, you're talking about mastering. I mean, when you say mastering, that's what I was thinking, was uh like in like audio engineering, there's some concepts that just pop up when you say mastering, where it's kind of like pretty technical, but the technicality of it gets is where you can also start to be like artistic with it and stylized. But when you're saying like, well, I'm getting towards the idea of mastering inside of music, where it's just, we don't have to get into that. I definitely have like a musical ear to it though. Okay, so engineer. Yeah, you know what's up. I don't. I don't. Not yet. I think I know the difference. I know I can like, I respect the difference between where I'm at musically and like where I need to get. It's like I feel like I'm aware, but yeah, same thing I'm saying. It's like the amount of energy, and it's just not at the moment. Not doing that just now. This first. I think developing all these things, I feel like they do combine, or they translate. So that's my thinking. Ideally, it's like this first, Unreal Engine, and then I'll have like those somewhat figured out, and I'll be able to combine it with audio, and then we'll have audio visual. Everything will be like pretty high quality. We'll be there. We'll have arrived. Maybe I can make it happen this year. I do think like by the time I get through the fundamentals section, and we're going on to like the node by node, I think I'll be able to kind of experiment and explore a little more freely at that point. I pre-mix a couple tracks last week. Then the professionals came in, they're like, we'll take it from here. No, but that's sweet. You get, I mean, that's a part of it, right? Is getting that premix, getting the idea down. Yeah, and then somebody comes in to professionally, you know, tune it, but definitely part of it. That's one thing I'm like realizing. It's like, well, you might have something to say about this, but that almost always you won't be able to get to that that professional recording without a premix. I mean, I'm seeing it with film. You have to write the thing, and then you have to storyboard, and then there's previs. I mean, I feel like that was like a misconception that I had for a while, for like forever, until only recently, where it's like the idea that it's like they just go straight to making the final production. I feel like that's something that I've always been missing, is like the before steps. I got really good notes though, so I'm improving. IG, her main mixing engineer is a good friend of mine. But yeah, I mean, no, that's something I'm still wrapping my head around, which is like going about it with in terms of like revisions, or like passing over it several times, like rather than expecting it to just be like, okay, you just make it. Just make the final thing. More like this process that you go through. Were they able to like reference your recording, your pre-mix? Is that what you mean? Or was it like you wanted to practice, or did you do the pre-mix and then you got to take it to to the mastering engineers who were able to hear that and reference it as like a piece? They'll be like, okay, we get the idea, we get what you're trying to do. We'll take it from here. He just added the extra 25% that just really takes it over the top. Because usually the producer of the song is the one who does the premix. Yeah. So my question to you is, do you do the 25% that puts it over the top? Because I know I think I know what that means for music production. But do you do the same? You're able to do the same sort of 25% for visual with the color mastering, like mastering for audio. Would you say it's very it's like equivalent to mastering for vision? Because usually the producer of the song is the one who does the premix. Yeah. That's like what I can do. I can get like a good remix out the door, but then like when it comes to mastering it, I realize it's like just a whole nother level. Most technically, most technical rather than a creative approach. Yeah. But would you say that like okay. Yeah. Visual visual mastering is it would you say relatable? Okay. Well, dude, it was great talking with you. I take a 5 minute break every hour. So I'm gonna do that. It always helps. We talked about so much. That's a great conversation. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to take that 5 minute break and I'll be back for a little bit more on match moving text examples. And vision mastering is just building on what is already there in the grade and expanding on that with the new available color range. Cool. I'll BRB. Thanks for hanging out. I'll BRB, 5 minutes. Not comparable, just maybe. Interesting, man. I'll BRB. We're back. Feeling good. Okay, we had this thing. I was trying to get the rays pointed towards our guy, but I feel like it's a lost cause here. Since we have this tracking point is on this guy's head. So right now it's kind of off center. So let's put that back where it should be. I think that's, oh. Okay, let's get rid of that. Just connect this head. Put it here and then connect to tracker 2. Steady position? Connect to tracker 2 unsteady position. Connect to tracker 2, maybe the path position? Okay. That's it. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Then if we add a raise on this, right? Yeah. But I'm wondering if I could get the ray pointed to this guy. Or no, that would make sense because he just kicked the ball this way. Pointed to the ball. That's actually a cool idea. Let's try to do that. We're going to make another tracker here. Like that. And we're going to plug it in again. And for this one, it's going to be following the ball. So pull this up. I guess I'm just working in one display here. Tracker's over here. Let's get it on the ball. Tracker on the ball. And then track forward. Oh, wait. Cancel. Got to set this adaptive mode to best frame. Seems to be the one to do. And then we're going to lose it for a second, right? Yep, so we lose it here. Right? We lose it. Where do we lose it? Here. Wow. Maybe try the red channel. And we're going to track center append, right? And we try to track from here? No. Go back to here. Okay, let's try that again. New tracker. Delete this one. We're gonna connect. You know what? Let's try that all over again. Tracker. Connect this. We're gonna put it on the ball. Resize the frame. We don't need that much space. We actually don't need this much either. Maybe like some horizontal, but that's it. And then we're going to be on the red channel. Or the blue channel? Actually, the blue channel looks pretty contrasty. But we let it rip. Best frame adaptive mode. Okay. Track forward. Then we lose it. So we got that much. So we lose it when it goes over the, I don't know. How do we lose that? Oh, that. I feel like that's a display bug. Now we can see that this is the tracker center. So on it kind of does something weird. I think right here is where we want to track from. So how to do that? We add another tracker. Path center, I believe it's track append. Like that. I don't know if this is right. Let's give it a try. Try the red channel. Okay, so we got tracker 2, best match. Let's do one frame. Oh, okay. Okay, I got a new idea. What if we go here? Go here. Once we get to here, we'll go here. Huh? This doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm breaking things. Huh? Hold up. This is a honk cat moment. Okay, well, we're running into a honk cat moment. So let's keep reading. Back to the reference manual here. Match moving text example. This example takes you through a complete motion tracking task and shows how you can create a very simple match moving effect using a tracker node, which is the Swiss Army knife of trackers. Let's do that. I like the idea, but execution's struggling. So let's roll with the punches and bring up some more footage to track in. The example the book is talking about is like a scenic, beautiful winter wonderland space. Let's try and find something that we can follow along with. Type in an exotic ocean. Drone footage. Okay. Here we go. Tropical exotic hotel. And that's downloading. It's going to take a couple minutes. So let's read. Adding a layer to match move. In the example composition, we have a text1 node that's creating a Switzerland title that's composited over a drone shot flying over and around a bridge. With the text1 node selected, the on-screen controls that let you position the text it's generating are visible in the viewer. And the text is positioned where we'd like to see it start, where we'd like it to start. We're back. I'm getting some footage from an exotic tropical hotel. We're going to track in some footage, track in some text. Note that the text node selected, even the part of the text that's off screen can still be seen as an outline showing us where it is. Okay, so here's our footage. Just about done. All right, so this is going to be, I think, pretty straightforward. This should be pretty simple to do. That's our setup here. Media 1 to text and emerge, and that's it. Where does the, oops. Where's the tracker though? Setting up motion tracking. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be the setup. Pretty straightforward. I mean, I guess we could just do that. We do this with media out over here. And then there's a text over here. There we go. That is the setup. And our goal for this composition is to motion track the background image so that the text moves along with the scene as the camera flies along. So we're just trying to match the camera movement of this drone footage. It's actually a weird drone footage. Looks like this is like stationary drone footage. Kind of weird, right? That's not usually something you see, I think, for drone footage, for it to be just stationary, like. So setting up the motion track. To set up the motion track, we'll begin by creating a disconnected tracker node using another method other than those seen previously. Okay, so we're just doing this a little differently for the sake of showing it, I guess. You right-click anywhere in the background of the node editor, preferably where you want the new node to appear, and choose Add Tool Tracker. Okay, so they're just saying, do this for fun. Do it this way because why not? Add Tool Tracker. Add Tool Tracker. I prefer shift space, but whatever. And then we're going to put the tracker. Are they saying to do this unconnected? Next, we'll drag a connection from the. Oh, okay, so connect it that way. Out here. Then we can get this thing connected on our RGB. Pretty high contrasty. In New York. Oh my God. I'm near New York. If you're looking for somebody to, if you need help or something, let me know. I'm near New York City, near George Washington Bridge. So, yeah, that's where I'm located. That's 100K rigs. That's about as expensive as those things get, right? I don't think there's a more expensive. That's like the limit. That's like, you're very close to just helicopter at that point, at that price tag. Just flying a helicopter. Oh, was it like a camera on? It was a camera on a drone, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's pretty much just. Might as well just get a helicopter at that point. You basically got. It's on a drone. Yeah, it's like. Oh, is it the DJI? That might be not even fancy enough for what you're doing. The DJI saw the DJI drone. I forget. The DJI, man, the new ones with the camera on it. But you're probably flying like a, what is it, an RE on a helicopter. I went to the NAB, and I got to like touch an RE camera, and man, it had my heart going. It was a moment. That flies external rigs, I believe. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't done much with drones. I only got to I played around with one just a little bit, but don't have one. Next thing I want to get is like I want to get into VR because I'm doing Unreal. This stuff is so exciting. That's the cool stuff. Hmm. Yeah, that was the only time. That was the single time. That was this year. That was like the one time I got close to a 100K rig. touched touched an RE camera at NAB. I pulled focus on it. Yeah, I went there. I watched. I sat for. It was a tutorial about the Sony Venice. I like Sony. Even their. I mean, I'm not looking at, you know, 100K cameras, but the lower price tag ones, I like. I like the look of the mirrorless. What it does for like low light filming as well. What do you think about the Black Magic 6K camera? The Venice 2. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Sony is always like in all price ranges, Sony is pretty good. I feel like it's Sony, and then for me, I'm looking at the Blackmagic 6K. I know it's not like I mean that's in my price where I'm looking, you know. Alexa 35 if I'm shooting narrative or other. Cool. Damn, a whole kit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like that's kind of what I'm eyeing. Because right now I have this camera which is a Z30. So that's like kind of my entry camera. And then if I were to upgrade, it would either be something like like a mirrorless, a Sony, or the Blackmagic 6K, as well as one of the Ursa Minis. Ursa Mini. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And like at that price range. I mean, right now I don't need it though. At this point, I'm trying to do like this whole stream. I resize all the footage to be 1080. I stream at 1080, like 30. At this point, for learning this stuff, I don't need full production, top of the line stream, especially when there's, you know, the 6Ks for a lot of test shoots. Does anyone ever use iPhones for previs? No. Well, test shoots. I don't know what the time, like what the difference is, like why you would pre-shoot something rather than previs. I guess it's like a previs would be more for like a technical, or like if you're doing more CG elements, that'd be a better time to previs it. Or if it, yeah, for like special effects, and it's like cars racing through, you can't pre-shoot that. So that would be the time for previs. And then if it's a film with people, you could get like a good handheld camera for the previs. What do you wait? 6K is what you use for test shoots, though. What do you use for actual shoots? How many Ks do professional shoots use? But like 12K or 8K? The Blackmagic 6K. No, I know. That's the like the pixel 6K pixel resolution. Right? 6K 6000 by 35. I'm talking like if you do if you film with a like an Ursa, what does that film? What is that at? Ursa or Ari Alexa resolution. Oh. Only 4K? Oh, so you're not saying that you don't film in 6K with the Blackmagic. I thought the Blackmagic 6K films at 6K. That's why it's called Blackmagic 6K. But yeah, okay, so you don't have to film at 6K, so you use it as a handheld. I get, okay, yeah, I guess so. At some point, it's not even a deal. Like for me, I'm like, okay, like if I'm doing 30 FPS at 1440p, I'll be able to stream. My computer won't blow up, but that's like the limit. Depends on how big the files are. But yeah, I mean, do professional film studios, do they even use Do they use like regular people computers, or do they have like like I don't know, like monster computers? I think it's like we all have the same computers. Actually, it's probably hooked up for render farms. Meanwhile, oh, it's delivered in 4K. 1080p. That's so strange though. I mean, I swear that like 1080p when I watch it on TV looks better, like higher resolution than 1080p on my when I watch it like on YouTube. Not all 1080p's are created equal, possibly. That's my thesis. Horrible compression and basically destroys whatever you upload to it. That's probably it. Yep, that makes sense. The amount of footage that they go through is wild. They probably have their algorithms, their compression algorithm, like cranked all the way up. CDN. Content delivery, yeah. They gotta cut costs some way when you're getting that much content uploaded every day. Like literally, I don't know, a lot. A lot hourly. So connect to position. There we go. Okay. Now that's hooked up properly. But the question is, are we getting rotation? And I don't think we are. We shouldn't be, actually. That works. That really was a very quick and dirty way to set that up. And then we could move it around from here. We could use transform. Or not. Or we could add a transform here. And move it however we want. I know some people at YouTube dealing with that, their stats for uploads per hour and per day are just mind-boggling. Amount of storage used is insane. Yeah, I don't, it's, I mean, literally mind-boggling. I just bought like a network attached storage NAS, and I'm like, okay, I got 2 terabytes here. I can upgrade this to like 4 terabytes and then 6. So 2, and then they're like, I don't know, 3 orders of magnitude bigger than that, like every day or something crazy. Uh, how much, how many terabytes of data does YouTube have uploaded daily? So it says, according to a Reddit post, 720,000 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every day, which is 4.3 petabytes. So 4.3 petabytes, how much is that? Oh, so according to estimates, YouTube has at least 1 exabyte, which is 1,000,000 terabytes. That doesn't sound right. I bet it's way more than that. 1,000,000 terabytes? No. I bet it's way more than that. Terabytes? No way. It's... no. At least 1,000,000 terabytes? No way. That's wrong. That's way too low. Am I reading that wrong? Estimates is 1,000,000 terabytes? That's terabytes. My gigabyte. What? Nah, that's wrong. Okay, so here's our track. Simple stuff. They say apparently it's 86 tera. Wait. According to Mint Mobile, YouTube uses over 440,000 terabytes of data globally every day. 440,000. This doesn't sound right. Like I have 2 terabytes on my computer. And that's not like a lot. No, that... why is this? This is like so off. All right. Maybe Google isn't the one to ask. They don't want people to know. They're throwing me off the trail, you know? A simple tracking workflow. The tracker node is the simplest tracking operation the Fusion page has, and while there are several ways of using it, an extremely common... oh, these are Sennheisers. I looked at Audis, and I looked at Sennheiser, and I went with the Sennheisers. These are the what are these? The HD 650s. And they are... I love them. Except I don't have like a preamp for them or a DC. I looked into that. Whatever. I've got a audio unit though that I plug into. Which did the trick. I mean, that's all I needed to get more power into them. But yeah, I really like these headphones. The Audis, yeah, I'm looking at we'll see. I either need to fix these up or look at headphones. I think I'm gonna probably just fix these up. They're not broken, but I know, like when I got them a couple years back now, it was just a recommendation to get you know, replacement for the pads because they get worn in. You have too many headphones? What's your go-to? The Sennheisers. I like Sennheiser. Sennheiser HD 600s, right? Or no, the 800. That was the next level one. Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, man. The 800s, that's... Oh, I like that. Depends on what it's for. Good way to put it. Well, if it's for work, what would you use when you're listening to like the audio track from a film that you're working on, and you gotta get the right color for the scenario, and it's an emotional part with the music playing. This is a very common workflow, is to use the tracker node controls to analyze the motion of a subject in the frame with motion you want to follow, and then use the resulting motion path data by connecting it to the center parameter of another node that's capable of transforming the image you want to move to match move. And positioning the tracker on screen control. Okay. So kind of was demonstrating how to position the trackers on screen. You just move around this green box. We'll get another here. Let's go over here. Go to this guy over here. We can make another tracker here. Audio work. I'm wondering what the audio work, critical audio work. Oh, you got the Audis MM. I want to check those out. Audis. Oh, yeah, these are the... See, that's the Audis that you have here. That's what I was looking... I mean, when I got these, that's what I was looking at. I was like, whew. I was looking at the Audis, these versus like the Sennheiser HD 800s. I don't know. It's close. And then the Sony MDR5 for bass reference. Oh, cool. I want to see that. Oh yeah, I've seen this. I've seen these all the time. I've seen these out and about. For base reference. Oh, you're saying, oh, like for like a standardized reference. I thought you meant, you said base, like I thought you meant base for a second. But yeah, the standard listening. What the? But yeah, damn, these Audis MM. Oh, these are Sick. Awesome. Did you compare it with, did you go straight for the Audis or were you looking at the Sennheisers as well? The 800s? I just know for me, I've always kind of been Sennheiser, and then if I were gonna upgrade, probably would. If I was gonna go for that range, I'd probably go with the 800s. Okay, so you prefer the Audis? Yeah, man, those are sweet. When it comes time to upgrade, that might be the time for me to go switch into back into the music production space to really test those things out. But this is cool, so I'm like, it's pretty clear about this tracking. Standard tracker here, just the normal tracker. You plop this thing over what you want to track, and then it's pretty easy. I have KRKs, but they're like the older version. I got KRK Rocket 8 is what I'm currently using as my monitors, but they're it's like the older version though. Just found them. Somebody was selling them for a good price. Scooped them up. But because I like, they're very popular in the electronic dance music kind of type of music that I like to make. So they're big in that space. Yeah. They're not currently getting much use, to be honest, though. Most of the time, I'm just wearing these things, these cans. My dream is to have like a dead mouse setup. Actually, that's not totally true. I just That's a reference point of of a producer with a sick setup. He's got too much like modular synths though. I'm not really so into the super sciencey modular synth making. But like that kind of studio setup, right? With like the reference, the what is that? 8.1 surround sound or whatever. That's that's all great, but not totally necessary for me at this point. Just having monitors at all though is useful because for the longest time I only used headphones, and I know everyone's like, oh, you have to get stereo monitors, and I was just like, yeah, whatever, get good headphones. But But that's why I'm not mastering music, is it? What's your go-to for monitors, for audio monitoring? I'm 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 just looking at these MM 500s though, man. That thing, that is sweet. I looked into these at the time when I upgraded, and I was like, ooh, not now, not at the moment, but maybe sometime. The K122, the Newman. Hmm, cool. Yeah, I've never I don't know much about I don't know much about this, about the like sound systems. Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly like outside of where I've heard. That's good. I'm gonna take a note of I'm gonna yoink everything you're mentioning. I'm gonna take a note of it. Put it in a little folder for later. A little reference folder for later. Genelics. Genel- near near field film. So do you have like a switch? I mean, I'm trying to like imagine how you set this all up. 'Cause if you have all these different systems, do you have like a bunch of speakers next to each other that are like one is for Atmos, one is for uh, near field film mixing, one is for audio monitoring, and then you have like different monitors for for the visuals. And are you like switching these, or is it like a different room that you go into that's set up a different way? Do you like roll in this stuff and then like set it up? Is there like a are they all next to each other on the wall and you like can switch between them? Do you go to a place that has it set up? Yeah, so it's like a whole room. The walls drop down and like the different one comes out. Vision mode. Beep. That's cool. So it's like a different room setup for whichever the like the setup you need. Oh, that's really cool. So you can like take a project and take it to a different room that's set up in a different specific way to like see if it's good this way. See if it's good this way. It sounds right this way. Oh, okay. Well, what's the one with the with the walls that like drop down the audio units and have the displays? Now I'm just imagining you living in like Iron Man's house. Near field mix suite. Hmm. 90 near field mix is essentially 95% theatrical mix. If you don't adjust for home, oh, and Netflix requires 5.1, but Dolby Atmos mixes can use 5.1, 7.1, or 7.1.2 surround formats for audio bed tracks. Format can be kept or changed to, okay, so Netflix requires 5.1 for Atmos and 2.0 audio optional. A color suite. I recently, so my wife is into color. She's an artist and a painter. So we recently redid a room so that, and the idea was that it was like for that she could work on some paints and color mixing and making paints. And so the idea was like not a lot of research, but I was like, okay, probably we need to paint the walls like a non reflective surface. So we used matte colors and we did neutral. We just did like white with like light gray um, accents around the edges. But that was like the depth of what I thought was needed for for her color mixing and lights, which I still didn't actually figure out. Oh, so if you're doing you mix stage. Oh, nice. So if it's like a big project that you just got to get like the best of the best of the best set up, then you got to go to a mix stage. But yeah, that was like the depth of the color suite that I've got here, which is a white room that with paint that isn't reflective. I'm not the one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know this stuff. It's news to me. I mean, thanks for sharing. Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like studio time, right? You can just, like the same as going to rent studio time as a musician, I guess. Same idea. Just for, you do it for the visuals though. Sounds like, seems like, I'm assuming. This is, I feel like I already went through this stuff. The tracker positions, every frame, or best match. Why are they reviewing this stuff? The analysis button you hit. My fiance also has a studio in the house. And that has a pretty nice control room in it. Damn. Sounds like a sweet house. That's awesome. It sounds like you're Iron Man. I mean, it sounds like from I'm I'm deducing that you're I'm talking with Iron Man. No. We don't think it's a Kardashian mansion, but Iron Man, yeah, we all know. You're Iron Man. Okay, we get it. I'm like Tin Man. Currently Tin Man. I'm working. I'm Tin Man, but I'm gonna up upgrade to Iron Man, and then after that, it's gonna be whatever comes after Iron, the elements. Tin, and then polished tin, and then iron, and then like metal, metal man. And then after that, it's like hardened steel man, and then uh, I don't know. Like what's the iron that's like, or the metal that's like buffed out. I finished building a home theater with a 9.16 Atmos enabled system that I know 7.1 is like you got two, 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 one subwoofer, and that makes it 7.1, I think. Then 7.1.2 is like, I don't know, two of the speakers are like special tweeters or something. But then nine, I don't know what nine is. What would that be? Two, 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 two. Oh. Oh, middle is subs. Oh, so 7.1.2. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's two. Oh, so seven is main speakers. I got it. And then 7.2. Two would be overhead, and then one is sub. Oh yeah, and that's the whole. So a nine. What is a nine? Nine is two, 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 six. 6 overhead, and then 1 sub. That's a lot. That's a lot of panning. That, yeah, at that point you're just like using an orb, aren't you? You use an orb and you're like, okay, I need this sound like over here. See where this goes though? I mean, are you into VR? Because I feel like this could probably lead into VR. Where it's like, I want to mix in virtual reality. And then you could see the audio spectrum and be like, oh, that part needs some more. We need some more bass. We need some more treble up there. LCR plus surround speakers. Main is left, center, right, plus surround speakers. That's so many. That's so many speakers. Rear, there's 6, no, 6 overhead. I'm guessing like kind of, are they offset or is it like, oh, I get it though. Left, center, right. Plus, wait. Let's see a visualization of this. Visualization. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Home theater. Okay, so seating position, and then we got 2 left and right speakers. Left, right, center. Where's this? 3 center. Oh, it's right on. Subwoofer. Could be wherever. On the ground. And then there's left and right. 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 Oh wait, this is 11. Oh my god. Oh. This is too many. This is too many. There's too many speakers. And then what are these? Overhead. See, I don't even know. Like if I had this many speakers in a room set up like this, that kind of seems I don't know. It seems like too much. Okay, so you've experience on this. How did these things compare to like your Audi, your M500s? Because I feel like these your 500s are going to be like really dope headphones. I feel like. Yeah, it's for viewing. I feel like you're the like really good headphones at least for the price as well. If you were gonna set this up, you could probably just get really dope headphones in the first place. I don't know. This seems like overkill. I respect that. I respect it. Yeah, no, I get it. I can I see it. I see it. I get it. Oh, okay. Respect it. But I guess you could I guess not. How can I say? I don't have experience listening in this scenario, so can't really make those assumptions. Yeah. Yeah, because like each speaker here, like if you're gonna go for a setup like this, well, I don't know. I bet for the price, I don't know. I don't know prices too well. But I'm gonna take a 5 minute break here. Wow, kind of going over. It's fun talking with you, man. I'm gonna take a 5 minute break though, and see if we can finish this up in the last half hour. But I will BRB. Thanks for hanging out. Be right back. So we can see the tracking data in the spline editor. Also, Atmos music mixes, if they're done correctly, sound amazing on that system. Welcome back. Good to be back. It was a great 5-minute break. The Atmos, yeah, I can totally see that, because I've never like heard the difference. Hard to say. My reference point is like non-existent. Is that true? I have like I have 5.1. You know what that sounds like? That's my reference point. When I went to NAB, it was I went to it wasn't NAB, it was like NAB and the audio AIS. But I went to the Blackmagic booth for AIS, and they had like a mix on that was AES, yes, sorry. And then they had a mix that was like auto, yes, yep, I checked that. I went through that as well, and it was I went straight to the Blackmagic booth, and they had like an example of a spatially mixed, a spatial mix for one of the films that they had loaded up. And I was like, huh. I was like, when I make music, it does not sound this like placed of elements. Yeah, Blackmagic had a booth for on the AES side, and they also had for Davinci Resolve. Blackmagic Davinci Resolve. They had a booth set up for I guess they were trying to show Fairlight here. But it was cool. They just had a video up that was like demonstrating how to do spatial mixing for inside of here. Yeah, that was one thing. When I was getting into like mixing, mastering, peering into that space, that was like one idea, which was like thinking of the like placing it, thinking of it as like far mono, stereo is close, and then like the over audio being placed in different like I don't even know what I'm saying. Hopefully I'm demonstrating like some idea, some concepts. But they need to stay in their lane. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm saying, like I'm familiar with Ableton Live, and I've messed around in here, but not enough to actually have an opinion. Like I don't know if just haven't played around in here enough yet. Plus, you get the proper visualization. That was the thing with Ableton. They have such a terrible like display, audio visual display. Like you can get video to play, but it's always so janky. That was like 2 years ago. That was the last time I tried. Maybe they updated it. But I mean, it was terrible. inside of Ableton. I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but I mean, you had to like get the weirdest extension to get any visuals to play in Ableton. And then I could never get it to like properly play back without lagging for like simple visuals as well. So I was probably doing something wrong. Acquisition of Fairlight is the only somewhat good thing for them audio wise. Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty full suite of tools. Oh, hold on. Is this Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. I just discovered this. This is what I'm talking about. Just literally having a grid. That was going to be my one critique that I was about to give, that I was holding back because I knew I didn't really give this a proper look yet. But I found like it's got grid options here, so you can time it with music. Oh, this is good news. You use Pro Tools to sound to picture. So is that, do you load the visuals into Pro Tools? Wait, Pro Tools. I think I'm having a brain fart. That's the, yeah, Pro Tools is the audio, DAW. But they support video. Yeah, I don't even think Ableton, I've seen people do some video things with Ableton. And then I took a look around Ableton's like their, it's called Max, but it's like the DIY kind of like tool, make your own tools type stuff, and you could, but even that, because I looked into like the visualization stuff for film mixing and music. Ah, okay. All right. Does anyone use Davinci Resolve? Fairlight? No one at the high end? Dang it. Well, I think now that I found there's a grid, I've got everything I wanted. Just wanted a grid. Then I got my, oh, I need my VSTs. I just reformatted my computer. I gotta reinstall that stuff too. But this is awesome. I don't know, it's very simple. It's just a grid, but I'm super excited that I found that. MIDI rigs, yeah. I do actually, I have a push. I have a Pt.2. Never, my thing really was just like working in the DAW, producing, making music. I have a Pt.2, but I rarely break that thing out. I mean, I don't even go to Ableton very often these days. But This sound library doesn't make any sense for me. Yeah, Ableton used to just be my home. Until you got Logic. What's so good about Logic? My brother's into Logic. Oh, but Logic is for Mac only, right? Is that true? No. Is it? Yeah, but so is Ableton. Oh, it's a Mac only program. Cubase. Yep. I started with Fruity Loops, FL Studio back in the day. Then I quickly found Ableton. And I never looked back. But Cubase. I remember Cubase. That used to be. I thought Cubase and Logic were kind of. I mean, I thought they were kind of like fading a little bit. But it sounds like Logic is actually the professionals DAW of choice. Yeah, FL Studio. I was into it when it was called Fruity Loops. You can date me with that. But Cubase, I don't know. Cubase was one that I just kind of never even looked into. Oh, the guy Ludwig Gore. This guy, I just was. I just saw Oppenheimer, and I watched the behind the scenes for how he came up with the. Can you hear the music? Yeah, some people stuck with FL Studio. They're still jamming out with it. I found Ableton, and I was like, okay, this is my jam. But this dude, he uses Cubase. Oh, this is Ferry Corsten. I think some of these people use like all the program. They use Cubase and they use. I think he uses Ableton as well. Yeah, man, he is killing it. He is killing it. Every single one of his songs is phenomenal. Like the perfect song for all these soundtracks. It's like he makes the soundtrack for the film every time. It's amazing. Him and Hans Zimmer. I feel like they're the two. They're the composers just making the absolute masterpieces right now. I mean, yeah, every single one of their songs. So powerful. Oh yeah, I saw that. I watched. Yeah, I saw that. The one about the Mandalorian. Uh, and the one for Tenet. I think I watched all of them. He's so it's like the one for Can You Hear the Music? Oppenheimer? It actually that one just came out. He explains it so eloquently. It's so simple. And even the composition, it's like a fundamental building block that he creates this song from of just like a simple scale. Then he adds like a twist to it. And then he brings it to live orchestra and it comes out just like so signature, so perfect. Oh, you went to a Hans Zimmer concert. Wow. I didn't even know he did concerts. Oh, he does. It looks like he does concerts in Europe, Germany, UK, France. Wow. That'd be cool to see Hans Zimmer live. Yeah, what a superstar right now. His Hans Zimmer music. What's his? Interstellar. I mean, you just think of like any super strong musical moments. It's it's either Hans Zimmer or Ludwig. Are there is there another composer these days? I feel like it's these two guys are just on fire. Where are we at? Oh yeah, let's see. Let's view our motion tracking data in the spline here. Pull it up and we can see it like that. If we want to, this is actually a good way to see if the track makes sense. One way to check for errors is on this type of spline, and then we can right click it and what is it? Lock? Way to unlock this. You can view the motion tracking data, and then this is editable, so you can massage your tracking data in a variety of ways, if necessary. And connecting motion track data to match move. Now that we have a successful analysis, it's time to use it to create the match move effect. So this is what we did before. Simple match move over here. This was from this tracker, which I don't think had depth. We didn't have Z. It was just XY, and that is the regular old tracker. That's what we're using. If we wanted depth, actually, we could do that with by adding more points. We need three points for what is it? Depth, and then if we add a fourth, we're able to get perspective positioning. So adding more here, just like that. And then we go through and track these. We can turn this off, so only these two track. Pull it up here, pull this one over here. This way we can get 3 points of tracking data. Like that. Ta-da. And then our text should have Z depth. So if we do that and then center, or let's see, if we have this on, what do we do for this? Our text, we can connect it to not quite. Almost. I think if we wanted to connect it on a plane, we'd have to change the tracker type here. That's what we're forgetting. The corner matching, right? Now we're able to remove that. Let's try that one more time. Connect to tracker 4. Not quite still. Nope. Not quite. Getting close. But I want to get through this book. It's almost closing time. So let's see. Now it's time to connect the track we've made to the text. Right, as demonstrated, that was a simple XY track. No depth, but if we want a depth, take a little further in this direction of changing the operation to either corner positioning or perspective positioning. I feel like maybe this has to be connected directly. We go here, go here. Let's see, what if we pipe it in this way? No. Go this way. And now like this? I don't know. Let's see. Bahamas. Oh, and let's reset this. Set the default. Not quite. Okay. All right. Let's finish this up. The center X and Y parameter, while individually adjustable, also function as a single target for purposes of connecting to tracking to quickly set up match moving animation. You set this up via the context menu that appears when you right click any parameter in the inspector. Yep. So offset position. Let's try that. Bring this back in here. That, not into the blue one, into that one. All right. And then let's see, if you right click, modify with, nope, connect to tracker 4's offset position. Tracker 1, which one? That's our simple track. Immediately the text moves. So that whole process is actually very straightforward, very quick and easy. And then offsetting the position, yeah, same thing. We have, you can do it this way by clicking on your tracker. Clicking on your tracker in the list, you can use the offset position to move your element. That's what we did over here with our head, our light beam head. Was it this one? Yeah, so we, oh. Was it tracker 5? Oh, we can see what it's tracked on. Yeah, so it was this one. Oh, I thought I offset it with the offset here. Guess not. But that's offsetting. So that's doing the targeting in the node. Another way is you could just use a transform. That's what we did here with this. We got our honk cat. We brought it in. We were able to, or we could, move where it's placed with this setting. We can also resize it. And let's see. I can also add a mask here. Let's add a mask. There's our mask, and then we're going to invert it for realism. Are we going to have to animate the mask? I think we are. Okay. Okay, we're fully animated. This is a full thing here. Okay, so it's automatically, it's auto recording because this is by default triggers. So let's go ahead here. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful mask. Okay, wait, move ahead, animate that on. Delete that. The ugliest, most dirty mask. Talking about garbage mats. Oh. And there you go. I mean, I guess we could have done the magic mask, but it only fits because we did rotoscoping last 2 episodes ago. Beautiful, perfect mask. And that concludes the section on tracking. Tomorrow we're gonna do planar tracking. Whew. Great stuff. I mean, really, I feel like today was an awesome conversation with you. But it's a team effort. We got there. Didn't quite figure that out. A lot of open-ended things, but you know what? It's just trying to get familiar with the concepts, keep it flowing. I'm thinking like after we get through this section, the fundamentals, probably gonna when we get to the each individual node, that's when I'll have to start like I'll have to start thinking of like specific projects to work on. Right now it's just like, okay, let's just get through it. Yeah, it's been great chatting. Good place to chill here in Davinci Resolve, the Fusion page. Actually, I mean, there's a breakthrough for me in the, just in this, just realizing this here has the grid. I think I saw that once before. Either way, I gotta reorganize my audio samples. Why? What's happening tomorrow? Why wouldn't you survive tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Oh man. Well, feel free to stop by. Yeah. I don't even know if you're gonna make it to the evening, but good. Yeah, good luck. I hope you survive. What film was it? Independence Film Independent Spirit Award. Oh, independent films. Yeah. Which uh which film was it? 1001. Cool. Cool. Congrats to AV Rockwell. Awesome. Hopefully I'll be able to really heart-wrenching narrative and quite a stellar production. Awesome. Well, I hope you survive. I have a feeling you'll make it out. And tomorrow, I'm gonna go through planar tracking, some more tracking of a different flavor. How to do match moves. I don't know. Middle of the day parties are, yep, they're not it. I don't know. I'm at that age, like, me personally, I don't prefer like drinking midday, because then it's, I don't know. It's tough. Oh, congrats. Yeah, I don't have an excuse like that, but I just prefer not to. My drink of choice is seltzer. It's a team effort, right? Oh, tomorrow's a quick one. Only a couple pages here. That's good. Oh, we're getting through this. We're getting towards the end of the fundamentals. Then we're gonna go elemental. Prime time, baby. Well, I hope you enjoy your time tomorrow. I'm heading out. I'll be back. I'm here like 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. pretty much daily, except for Mondays. So, hope to catch you again soon. Hope you survive tomorrow. I will see you on the other side. Peace, man. Nice chatting. Thanks for hanging out. You too. See ya.